Hello world! Today is day 23 of my Las Vegas daily vlog, and it is about 6 p.m. and at 6:30 p.m. the Las Vegas Aces MemberFest starts, so I am going to go to that. It's not something that I would typically go to. I like going to the Aces basketball games, but I typically avoid any sort of social gathering. But I feel like this vlog is turning me a little bit more into Jim Carrey on Yes Man. So I'm going to say yes, I'm gonna go, we'll see what it is. There's like a 40% chance that I walk in and walk right back out, but hopefully not. Hopefully I'll get a chance to, I don't know, see whatever's going on. I know there is potential for players to be there. Well, there will be players there. I'm just not sure which players. So there will be players there. The coaches might be there now. They may have gone this afternoon. The mascot will be there. There will be different people from the organization there, and then a bunch of members there. There's also going to be food trucks and like a merch store and stuff like that, but I am too broke to worry about what's going on there. But if I could meet some of the players, get a picture, that would be cool. I think there's a good chance they don't let me film at this, and that's why I'm doing the introduction here, because I would just do it at the event if I was sure that I could film there. But it said no bags event, so people can't bring bags in. You have to carry in your hands everything you're gonna bring, and I think that's probably for security, probably so that they don't have to pay somebody to check everyone's bags and make sure that the players are going to be safe. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to carry everything I take in with me in my hands, and I don't know if they'll let me film. I'm assuming everyone's gonna be filming on their phones, so I don't know what the difference would be with me with my little GoPro, but you know, people are weird about these things. Maybe there's no filming at all, like in the casinos, and they'll just let people take selfies and pictures with the players and stuff. It's a mystery. We will find out what happens, but I will record what I can. If that's just before and after, I will give you an update on what happened, and yeah, that'll be today's vlog. So I'm gonna head out because it's about to start, and I will see you there, hopefully. If not, I will see you after. That was interesting. let me tell you what the event was, let me describe it, and then I will tell you my takeaways from it. The event was basically like a small carnival, I guess. There were rides, there were games, there were food trucks, there was a DJ with music, it's in this winter wonderland setting that I guess goes all year long. I don't know, I've never been there. I've been outside of Opportunity Village because that's where they were doing the COVID vaccines like years ago. But I've never actually been inside there. So that's the setting. It's like a small carnival at one of the colleges in Las Vegas. And yeah, so it was an Aces themed little carnival, I guess. And there were lots of children there, lots of families. There were lots of adults just as well. Basically, people who wanted to see the players and see each other. I saw a lot of people, hey, like they all recognized each other. I didn't know anybody, of course, but I will give you my takeaways because this leads into one of them. One, it was really cool feeling like I was a part of some kind of community, some kind of little tribe. And it's an experience that I haven't had since I was back in Illinois in my fraternity, and I felt like, oh, this is my group of people, like this is where I belong. And this is my number two, I guess. I enjoy places where I can kind of exist within a community, but not have any expectation or obligation to talk to anybody. Like if I just want to sit and hang out by myself, but be there, I felt like I could do that at this event, and I feel like I would go to future events that the Aces host because it did feel like a very welcoming event. The staff there was excellent, so Aces staff, thumbs up. No one felt bothered by your presence, and let me explain this. Because I've probably become jaded by living in Las Vegas and living where there are so many tourists. Because on the Strip or on Fremont, the staff is so used to dealing with annoying, drunk, obnoxious people that they will treat you like that often. I'm generalizing, but often I feel like they're bothered by my very presence. If I have to ask someone a question, like, where's the bathroom? Like they're annoyed that you're bothering them, despite the fact that their job entirely depends on people coming to their resorts. That was not at all my experience at this. And it reminded me that not everyone is annoyed by your presence. I don't know how to explain this because this probably is coming off extremely foreign, but it was a good reminder of those two things. One, it's good to be a part of community, and we're not really as fractured as it feels like on social media and the news and just on Reddit, and where everybody's constantly fighting, the internet in general. You go to an event like this, I go to an event like this, which I never go to, but I go to this and I remember like, oh, it feels good to be a part of community, and people can be polite. People aren't just out for themselves, and people aren't annoyed by your presence in their space or their place of work. And it seems like that should be the norm, but it's just not for whatever reason. So those are two things. I don't know what the third one was now. Dang it. My third takeaway from going to this event is that even if there's an expectation that I'm not going to be able to film, I should still come to an event or a location prepared for the possibility, prepared for the option. Because I was told two things. One, you can't bring a bag. If you bring a bag, you'll be asked to take it back into the car. And then I was also told that I asked, and I was told I'm not allowed to bring my GoPro. It was just kind of an offhand question, so I just accepted it. I wanted to be prepared when I got there, like not disappointed or not get in trouble for filming when I'm not allowed to. So I went ahead and brought my GoPro anyway, and I left my bag in my car, just kind of like threw everything in my hands, my phone, my keys, my wallet, you know, my water bottle. And when I was walking up there, I saw lots of people taking small bags in. And so I waited for a second, watched, asked security, can I bring my small bag? And she said, yeah, we don't care, we don't care. So I go back out to my car, I get it. I walk in with my GoPro, and they didn't say anything about it. Then I get inside the event, and there are people filming with like large Canon professional cameras. Some people were there with like full camera backpacks. Like, people came prepared. I'm pretty sure they might have been press or something, so I'm sure they would have been allowed regardless. But there was absolutely no restriction on filming whatsoever. And had I don't know like the right words for it, but like had I tucked my tail between my legs and been like, oh, poor me, like I'm not gonna be able to film, and not came prepared anyway, then I would have missed out on an opportunity to film the event. And the filming that I did, you know, was minimal. It would have been a great opportunity to try out my gimbal. But since I was told that I couldn't film, I wanted to walk in there with a minimal amount of equipment, because if the GoPro is this big and it's clipped onto the strap of my bag, it's a lot less conspicuous. It draws a lot less attention than like a full gimbal walking in, because if we really weren't allowed to film there, then I didn't want to draw more attention to myself. Anyway, lesson is, even if one person tells me I'm not allowed to film prior to going on location, I'm still gonna come to the location prepared just in case I am allowed to film, which turned out to be the situation today. And a funny thing happened while I was filming. This will be the last thing I say. I will stop rambling after this. But I was filming the championship trophy, and the young woman that was standing there, she said, am I gonna be in the vlog? And I had this moment of like confusion because like I'm not a vlogger, but then I kind of am. I mean, I've made 22, this is 23 of these. And so I said, yeah, you're gonna be in the vlog, you know, and 100% she was joking. She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know that I actually have a vlog. But it was the first time that I admitted to someone in real life that I do have a vlog. And there was a little bit of excitement in me that like, yeah, I'm really doing this thing. I'm really making a daily vlog. I really am making YouTube videos, because up until now, I've kind of been hiding that I do this. Had the Hot Topic thing happened, I probably wouldn't have even told anyone on Instagram that I had a YouTube. And I don't know. This experience, while it wasn't really what I expected, it wasn't really something that I would typically go to, it taught me a few things. It got me out of my comfort zone, and it made me have those realizations. Like, there are still communities that are good and welcoming, and people can be nice. It's nice to go places where I can go and be around people without the expectation of like actually interacting with anybody if I don't want to. And I have a vlog. I have a daily vlog, which is probably obvious to you because you're watching this, but that didn't click in my own head yet, I guess. So I'm glad that I went tonight. If there is another event, I will go again. Thank you, Las Vegas Aces, for inviting me, and I will see you all tomorrow.